I don't, my mind. I'm done. 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 I'm
Woo! What is up, everybody, and welcome. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10 episode of Simply J-Halliday. What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 18. I cannot believe it's episode 18 already of Simply J-Halliday. For those of you who don't know me, my name is J-Halliday. For those of you who do know me, what is up, my beautiful people? We are back in here. It is, by the time you guys see this episode, it'll be Friday, May 6th. And that means that the EP is out at midnight. So everybody make sure you go cop this, download. If you haven't, you should have already pre-saved it. But if you haven't, download this midnight tonight, Saturday, May 7th. Hopeless Romantic. We had a little bit of issues with the release because there was a delay with when I was going to submit, but United Masters, as usual, always hold it down. And they will get this out to you guys, all platforms as usual. Ever since I've gone independent with United Masters, and this is a good time for me to plug them, but ever since I've gone independent with United Masters, they've made everything so much easier with my releases. Every single thing that I do is just so simple. I know that I own all my royalties, I own everything, and I can just do what I love and put it out and know that it's going to get out on time and people are going to listen to it, and I don't owe anyone anything. It's just me and my craft. They've made it very simple. I've been with them for 2 years now, and I haven't looked back. We were supposed to have a guest on, Nate Beekman, Pikeland Property Group. We will get him. I'll get him on next week. Schedules didn't line up, and we weren't able to get him in, and I didn't want to wait too long. I had to get an episode out. But shout out Nate. I know Nate and love Nate, and he will be on. We had a stacked UFC card this week, so I really wanted to get him on to talk UFC because I know he loves the fight game. But thankfully for us, Dana White always puts on banger cards all the time. So I'm sure there'll be another one to talk about as we approach when he gets on. But anyways, I'll get to my picks later. We'll start with this week's Simply News. So I got two items on the agenda. If you know me at all, you know that I'm a huge United fan, as you can see from the jersey. I got the CR7 on right now. You can't see from the back, but I got CR7. And then I got the Eagles and the Sixers are my two loves in this city. So right now, Sixers are playing playoff basketball, and the Eagles just had their draft. So we're going to talk about those two, and then we'll get to some picks for United later on. So the Sixers, they won their series 4-2 against the Raptors. The big downfall was Joel. Orbital fracture, which is something that he's done before. Kind of, it wasn't the same, but it was very, very, very similar, and that timetable was 3 weeks. We are very doubtful that he's even going to come back in the series at all. If he does, it'll be game 4, game 5. We already lost the first game. I really don't see how we beat this Miami Heat team. They're so deep without Joel. He is the best player in the world, in my opinion. And any team that doesn't have their best player, let alone when that player is the best player in the world, it's not an excuse. Like, you're not looking for an excuse. I've heard some nutty stuff from, I got a couple of Miami Heat fans that I work with, and I've heard some nutty stuff. There's no excuse. No one's making an excuse for a loss. You're going to compete. You're talking about Joel Embiid. You're talking about on the offensive end, one of the best centers, and on the defensive end, one of the best defensive players in the league. We lose him so much on the defensive interior. So we won the series, but we got the cheap shot from Siakam. In my opinion, it was a cheap shot. Didn't need to throw that elbow. People were saying it was an accident. It was a basketball play. That's bullshit. He took the extra Euro step specifically to get that arm across so that he had a chance that he could elbow Embiid, and then claim that it was basketball play. It's bullshit. And the fact they reviewed that and it was a common foul, my ass. That's bullshit. The guy has a fractured orbital. He fractured his face. You're telling me it's a common play, common foul? That is bullshit. All right. So now we don't have our best player, and the world is robbed of watching Joel Embiid play in the playoffs, probably carry a team further than they should have gone. But we're going to keep fighting. There's no way I could not pick the Sixers. There's a chance that he comes back. We'll see. But Right now we're down 1-0. We'll see by this time this episode airs. The second game will have already played because they played on Thursday, or they play on Thursday. So I think it's Thursday or Wednesday in game 2, and then we'll be back in Philly for game 3. So we'll see. My only hope is that we can try and get a split, and if we can't get a split, we got to hold them at home and try and get Embiid back for game 5. I mean, that's the only way I can see. But we'll see. The Eagles, probably the best draft that we have had my entire life, from what I can remember. I can't remember since I've been this invested in like football and knowing all the stuff that I know about the team and all the players and stuff, being this excited at a draft. Usually I'm so disappointed because I'm thinking, we needed this and you didn't get this. We need this, you didn't get this. This is what Howie went and did. I'm going to pull up, first off, I'm going to pull up the draft picks that we had. All right, and talk about why I'm so excited about these guys, let alone some of the trades that were made. So first off, we picked Jordan Davis, number 13 overall. We moved up. At first, I was really pissed. I wanted Kyle Hamilton. I thought when we were moving up to take Kyle Hamilton, and I thought we might have moved up to take Jameson Williams, who had gone the pick before. So I thought we were maybe making a panic pick, but we ended up taking Jordan Davis, who I know is like, he's unbelievable, freak athlete, solid pick, but you're thinking to yourself, man, maybe we could have got better players. Maybe we could have got some other guys at positions, but still a solid pick and a great replacement for Fletcher Cox. So then we moved to the second round, and so this is where I started to get frustrated. So we picked a center, Cameron Jurgens. He's a great player, but I was frustrated because we picked a center last year. We picked Landon Dickerson in the second round, and we moved him to guard, and he's playing guard now. And I wasn't sure about I just wasn't sure about the whole offensive line second round thing. I wanted Nakobe Dean at this pick. I wanted Nakobe Dean at 56. We didn't take him, and I thought that's it. We completely screwed it. But by this time, I was already aware of the trade, which we'll talk about later, the A.J. Brown trade. So we moved to the third round, and we end up getting Nakobe Dean. So he slides. For some reason, they were talking about, this is a guy who's the best linebacker and the defensive captain and play caller for the national champions. They had 5 players on the defensive end go in the first round, first time that's ever happened. And they had a record number of players get picked overall in the draft, first time it's ever happened. And he's not one of the players that goes in the first round. It's weird. Some of all his teammates going, and he stays on the board. He's slipping. People, apparently he was supposed to have shoulder surgery. He came out and said, nah, like I got it looked at by multiple doctors, and they said, don't have surgery. He doesn't even understand why these things came up, and he just said it's going to help him play with a chip on his shoulder. So I'm really excited about, I think it's probably the best fourth round draft pick we've had in recent years. We've missed on so many. We hit Donnell Pumphrey, and we picked him when there was guys like Alvin Kamara that year and Dalvin Cook. We've missed so many years in the past in those mid rounds, and Howie really stepped his shit up this year. Then he goes and gets in the 6th round some inside linebacker, which I love because we need linebacker help. And he got this tight end, this kid who will be a decent compliment to Dallas Goedert. So I like the draft. Then we get some of the best undrafted free agents that I've seen. I mean, we got Josh Jobe from Alabama. The defensive back, which we needed a defensive back. The one takeaway from the draft itself is that we didn't go after defensive back secondary, which is what we need. We need someone next to Darius Slay. But we addressed that. We got this kid Mario Goodrich from Clemson, and then we got Josh Jobe as undrafted free agent. So we add them to depth. I know they're not like they're obviously not studs or anything, not like bona fide players, but you need depth. You need competition. It breeds better teams. It's just how it is. So we struck gold in some undrafted free agents. We got Carson Strong, who was a 4th round projected player. We got him as an undrafted free agent, and now he can be our backup quarterback. So we did some unbelievable things with the Eagles, and then obviously the big thing was we traded for A.J. Brown. We now have A.J. Brown, who was younger than some of the guys in the draft this year, and he's already a superstar in the league. Traded with the Tennessee Titans, our first round pick, our 16th pick, I think it was, and our 3rd round pick, and we ended up getting A.J. Brown. He's best friends with Jalen Hurts. Already a great connection there from quarterback to wide receiver. He's a stud. I love everything about how he did. He joins Kazir White, Hassan Reddick, Zach Pascal as other offseason additions. If you include him in the draft, you could say that, but he wasn't a drafted player. He's somebody that we picked up in a trade during the offseason, so I'd consider him an offseason acquisition. And then we've got some great players that we drafted. See, the expectations of the season is that I think we should be better than last year for sure. And the main thing for us is we have draft capital next year, and we have guys on rookie deals. So we still have Jalen Hurts on a rookie deal. We still have Devontae Smith on a rookie deal. So we can afford to give the contract that we did to A.J. Brown, and we can afford to just really make a push and see, are these guys the guys? And if they're not, you go out next year and you draft the players that you want. And it's simple as. And the quarterback draft class next year is better anyways. So if Jalen Hurts is not the guy, then you go get the guy. But we're giving him everything that he wants. I mean, we're doing everything we didn't do for Carson Wentz. And maybe Carson Wentz is toxic as fuck. I don't know, because it seems like he's already out of Indianapolis. I've had his back for a while. But maybe there is something about him that's toxic. But at the end of the day, we didn't give him any talent or support, and we're doing that right now, which you got to love if you're a fan of the team. So I love everything the Eagles are doing. Moving on to our picks. So this week's Simply Picks. Last week's recap. Okay, so I did have the Sixers to win in 6. So they came back. They lost. They blew that game at home. I was sure we were going to win in 5. And then they won in 6. They ended up winning in 6. So I won a decent chunk and change off that. The parlay I was 4 out of 5 on the parlay. The only thing that didn't hit was the last leg, which was Clay Guida to get that fight to get to the second round. It didn't get to the second round. It was finished in the first round. Guida didn't look very good, so he's probably done. He's probably out of there. And then I missed on United lost 3-1. I told you there was going to be a lot of goals because the teams were garbage, but they lost 3-1. They played terrible, although they won last week and they've been looking pretty decent since. So, and then Jordan Wright got smoked, lost, and Amanda Hamos got smoked. So those picks weren't good. So I ended up going 5 for 9 total, but because I put most of my money on the Sixers bet, I ended up being way in the positive. But I still over 50% on the actual picks themselves. This week I got J-Halliday parlay. As usual, it's always 4 or 5 legs. So I got Chelsea Moneyline versus Wolves, Manchester United double chance versus Brighton. We're starting to play a little bit better now, so I'm going to put a little more faith in the boys. And then I'm going to have to try and curse City. So I'm going to bet Man City Moneyline versus Newcastle and just hope that they blow it against Newcastle, which would be hilarious. I mean, I just hope City and Liverpool lose every game and they just have to give the winner by default. I mean, I don't know. They're so good. They're both so good. There's a reason that we have them representing England in the Champions League. They're probably the 2 best teams in the world, and they're playing in the same league. So, as much as I absolutely hate them both with a burning passion, especially Liverpool, you have to respect the way they play and their managers. They're just the superior clubs right now, but there's a reason we have the most trophies still. We will be back. And the manager we got, Ten Hag, he'll be the one. He'll be the one, I'm telling you. This week's parlay, City, so that he's the 3rd pick, and then Thug Rose, 4th pick. Thug Rose Moneyline versus Esparza. These 2 girls fought in the Ultimate Fighter, and I think Thug Rose is the better fighter right now, obviously, and champion, and I think she'll get her back for the loss that she faced in the Ultimate Fighter finale. That's plus 230. You can get that at. I got a UFC parlay. I got Andre Fialho, Brandon Royval, Khaos Williams, and Michael Chandler all in a parlay. You can get that at plus 310. If any of those first 2 ones don't hit, I'm probably going to relay that, maybe even double it with Thug Rose. I'm pretty confident about Thug Rose. Because I'm pretty confident about Khaos Williams and Chandler as well. So maybe if Fialho or Brandon Royval don't hit, I'll probably pair Khaos Williams, Michael Chandler, and Thug Rose together as a little trio. And some other picks I like. Joe Lauzon is fighting Donald Cerrone. Battle of the oldies. You can pretty much. I mean, I don't know how entertaining this fight's actually going to be. As Dana White said it himself, he's not going to feed any of these guys, the hungry young kids. So he's fighting them against each other. I'll take Joe Lauzon at plus 144. I think he's got a little more fire left than Donald. Donald has looked really bad his last couple fights. I mean, to the point where I've genuinely been concerned about him and his well-being. So I don't even know why he's still fighting. But if he wins, I mean, shout out Donald Cerrone. He's been unbelievable. He's an absolute legend. It's just you got to worry about someone's health at the end of the day. I got Gaethje Moneyline. I'm going to take Justin Gaethje in that championship fight. Take a flyer on him. I like by finish at plus 210 as well, if you want to put that on. And I also like the fight to end in the 3rd round or the 4th round. Plus 600 or plus 1100 at that. It's good value there. It might end earlier, but it's not that good value to end earlier. And both these guys are dogs, so you got to think that maybe they might have some resilience. But we're gonna move on to that's this week's Simply Picks. We're gonna move on to this week's Simply Freestyle. So it's gonna be another Just Dan beat. I did a Just Dan beat last week, and he's fire. He's absolutely fire. And so I've been working on some other stuff. I think I might even do a little project with him. I'm gonna hit him up, get in his DMs. Shout out Just Dan. But this is a little freestyle, and then this week's Simply Music is gonna be one of the songs off the release of the EP, which I'm really excited to show you because that's got a feature on it, and that'll be a sneak peek on that. So this week's Simply Freestyle is Just Dan. Yeah. Grab your cup, I'ma give them something they can drink to. We can talk about all the things we can talk about all the things we getting into. Trouble on my mind, but I'm the one who got an issue. I'm so done with all that British talk. I'm a broke boy, probably why I'm pissed off. It's why I'm staying hungry, I gotta get it. I don't mean to play no role, I ain't no Kristoff. Talking out astrology, she went and made my dick soft. All I make is hits, man, this shit about to kick off. The government don't care about what my rent costs. Tried to bring me down, had me think I should be sent off. Need to slow it down. Oh, you talking about? Now you wanna act like we can talk about it while you want me round. Who you lying to? I know who I am, don't gotta try and prove it. I'ma get it now. What you mean, bro? Once I get it, split it with my team, bro. Turn the music loud and we can sing to it. This the kind of shit that got a ring to it. We gon' run it back till they know this shit is jack. Gotta stay on the attack till the team is on the map. I don't feel the pressure till the job done. Don't you take me for a fool because I'm not one. Yeah, run the numbers up so we gon' see just where they at. They trying to knock me off my path. I won't never let them know the outcome. Turn my chick into an action like she Malcolm. Say that I'm a problem, I could do without one. Saying she can solve them, I could do without one. Yeah, hey. Yeah, tell that they believe us. Really, they be acting like they never really need us. Need to slow it down. Oh, you talking about? Now you wanna act like we can talk about it while you want me round. Who you lying to? I know who I am, don't gotta try and prove it. Turn the music down. What you mean, bro? Once I get it, split it with my team, bro. I'ma get it now. We can sing to it. It's the kind of shit that got a ring to it. Blah. That is Just Dan. Just Dan. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a little bit of a project together. I'm gonna have to hit him up. I think I just made that decision right there. He's too fire. Actually, I might even give you guys a little sneak peek at some other. We got a little bit of time here. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, tell me how does it feel? Tell me how does it feel when you know that you one in a million, one in a mil. They gon' know I'm for real. I don't play like I ain't seeing the field. I guess that's just how it goes. They all wanna see you fold. This the realest shit I ever wrote. Realest shit I ever wrote. I just had to let them go. They all tryna bring me down, down, down. I just tell them no. I'm headed to the top, straight to it, never stop. I still act like I ain't got shit, yeah. Mindset, I keep it locked down, wondering when I drop, if I'm gon' be on my pop shit, yeah. Who said this shit was easy? It's hard to keep it PG when everything is toxic, yeah. They all said they didn't need me, but now that I'm on repeat, they treat me like the top pick, yeah, gold. Yeah, that shit is gold. Discussions about the lamest shit is really getting old. We should open up and find some ways to really grow. We got some ways to go, so we should really go. We should get to moving, been steady for a minute now. I'm done with playing safe, it's time to push the limit now. I had to put my 2 cents in it if I'm in it now. I came a ways from the beginning, now I'm winning now. How does it feel? Tell me how does it feel when you know that you one in a million, one in a mil. They don't know I'm for real. I ain't play like I ain't seeing the field. I guess that's just how it goes when they wanna see you fold. This the realest shit I ever wrote, realest shit I ever wrote. I just had to let them go. They all wanna see me down, down, down. I just tell them no. I guess that's just how it goes when they wanna see you fold. It's the realest shit I ever wrote, realest shit I ever wrote. But that's how it goes. They wanna see you down, down, down. Just let them know. Bro, he's fire. Like he's got the vibes, he's got the melodies. Just Dan, ladies and gentlemen. Just Dan. All right, we're gonna get to this week's Simply Music because we're running out of time. But I wanted to show you a couple of different ideas. We got some crazy stuff in the works. But this week's Simply Music, I told you guys I was going to give you a sneak peek of one of the new songs off the album. This is By Yourself, and the feature is Todd Morton. So he's been on the podcast. I've even had his music on as some of the Simply Musics. He is so fire, so talented. I'm really glad we're able to do a collab. And I've been really excited about this record. So this is By Yourself. J-Halliday and Todd Morton. Thank you guys for watching episode 18. We'll be back next week, hopefully with Pikeland Property and Nate Beekman. But as usual, we're always going to keep it rocking, give you content every week, and the vlog will be out at the probably the middle to the end of May. We'll have the vlog out, and we got some great content, as you know. So thank you for rocking with us, and this is By Yourself.
I don't wanna see you by yourself. Wondering why I leave you by yourself. Love it when I show her attention, cause she know it isn't easy to be yourself. Shorty way too fine to be by herself. I don't know why she been by herself. Oh, I'm scared to come over, shorty, to be fair. Don't wanna see you by yourself. Used to being alone, probably why I'm trying to keep her. They all did you dirty, but I swear I'll never leave you. Baby blue eyes and a smile as cold as ice. She ain't gotta tell me twice, lately I feel like I need you. Pretty little thing with them pretty little features. Bubbly feeling when I see your name across my paper. Tried to treat her right, couldn't take my own advice. I feel like it's always lies every time I'm trying to see you. Yeah, well okay. Tell me lately she been thinking about me. I ain't really trying to play your damn game. Only on me cause I got a little change. I don't wanna see you by yourself. Wondering why I leave you by yourself. Love it when I show her attention, cause she know it isn't easy to be yourself. Shorty way too fine to be by herself. I don't know why she been by herself. Oh, I was scared to come over, shorty, to be fair. Don't wanna see you by yourself.
I see you looking over here, can I take a moment? And the polite thing ain't to stare, but I can't take it knowing that he would ever leave you scared, I don't know where he going. Cause you don't ever need a man who ain't gon' let you know it. That you're beautiful, shawty, you the gold. Got to let me make a woman that made you the mold. Independent and determined, go and get it though. You a stunner, baby girl, hit me with those pretty lips and the hips I die for. I'll admit you're the job I'm right for. Give me a kiss, baby, dance all night long. And tell your girlies I got friends while I ride home. Back it up now, naughty when the lights down. On the takedown, you like what I say, wow. Good forever, you ain't ever gonna pay now. And I ain't worried if you saw you here with me now. Call me when you come up short again. Call me when your game, I'll go again. And you ain't ever gonna be on your own again. Yeah, you know, baby, you know.
Well, okay.
Lately she been thinking about me.
Play your damn game. Only on me cause I got a little change. I don't wanna see you by yourself. Wondering why I leave you by yourself. Love it when I show her attention, cause she know it isn't easy to be yourself. Shorty way too fine to be by herself. I don't know why she been by herself. Oh, I was scared to come over, shorty, to be fair. Don't wanna see you by yourself. I don't wanna